Yeah. Good evening. Good evening, all of you. Okay, I'm starting with today's session, and I hope I'm clearly audible. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Thank you very much. And yes, I would like to give the answer to Akanksha's query that she has been asked to share the yesterday's recording link. So I'm just sharing it in a chat box to everyone. You can get it for the yesterday's topic which we discussed yesterday. We discussed on uh, different your type conversions as well as operators. Actually, okay, we discussed on the operators. So we discussed on the operator. There are four types of operators we discussed in ABAP as like in your other programming language. Okay, we discussed on arithmetic operators, we discussed on comparison operators. In other languages, the same comparison operators are known as your relational operator. Then we discussed on a bitwise operator, and finally a separate kind of a special type of operators are available in your ABAP for string handling. So those were your character string operators. So that part we have been discussed yesterday. So let us begin for the today's session. Now I would like to move ahead and we'll talk today about the loops in your ABAP module. So various loop statements. See, there the different loops are different and decision statements are different. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about the loop. See, the this name itself is saying something. This word itself is saying something. Loop means what? A kind of repetition. Okay, or we can say a kind of rotations there. Okay, again and again, same thing when you are going to do until and unless certain condition is met, then that particular thing we say as a loop there. Okay, so let us begin with our presentation. Let me share my screen with all of you. Okay, uh, just a minute. Okay. Yes, here. Let me present it. Hope it is visible to each and everyone. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let us begin with our today's session here. So I'm going to talk about the loops today. Okay. So in this, we know that programming languages provides us various control structures. Okay. And that allow for more complicated execution paths. Means I may write a big code with the help of these loops there. Okay. So when I'm talking about the control structures, in that the first type of statement we are going to see today, it is your a loop statement. So what these loop statement do? It allows us to execute a statement or group of statements multiple times. Okay, and following is the general form of a loop statement. Okay, in the most of the programming languages. Okay, we are going to say that what is the general form of the loop statement in most of the programming language. So before moving to the ABAP, let us go in our previous languages like C or C++. See, in that loop statements means I'm talking about your do while, and I can say even for is also kind of loop statement. But let us take first while and your do while. See, we know that when I'm using a while statement, okay, if you remember the syntax in a C language, it is like this: while inside the parenthesis bracket, your test condition, and then bracket complete, then we write a open curly bracket, code for the while loop, and then close curly bracket, right? So in this way, we used to write in your while loop. But now when I'm talking about this particular one, uh, uh, okay, do while, in that case what happened? First, at least the code of that particular do part is executed, and then we check the condition. So in while, what happened? First you check the condition. If the condition is true, then we execute the block of the code which is written inside that while part. And in do while, what you do? First you execute that code at least once, and then you check the condition, and after that if you find that the condition is false, then you come out of that. Okay, so this is a very simple loop control statements are there in our C language. And we know that when I'm talking about these test conditions, so when test conditions are true, then only that particular loops are executing. Similarly, we can take a for loop, but in for loop, you know that if you remember the syntax of the for loop in C language, it comes with like this: for inside the bracket your initial statement, means initial condition we write like I is equal to 0. Okay, or we assign the value 0 to that I. Then your test condition, and after the test condition we put there increment or decrement operator, and then your again a block of that for loop. Okay, so these were saying as your loop statements. Now you may have in your mind, sir, then what about that if else, or we can say nested if else? See, those are the your decision statements. They are not your loop statement. They based on the decision. When if contains a decision, when that decision is true, then only you go to do certain task. Okay, see that. So this is the clear difference between your while, do while, for, and that if else and nested if else. Okay, so okay, but currently we are talking about what this loop statement. So remember, loop statements are going to allow us to execute statement or a group of statement how many times? Multiple times. Okay, so when I'm talking about these loops in your ABAP, it comes with these three different types of loops. First is a while loop, then do loop, and nested loop. See here, be careful, huh? In ABAP there is no do while, there is only do loop is available. So when I'm talking about this while loop, then what it do, okay, everyone knows here, it repeats a statement or a group of statements when a given condition is true, and it tests that condition before executing the loop body. Okay, every time it tests that condition, and then it execute it again and again, again and again. Okay, so it is just like, you can take an example. Okay, you also do the same thing. See, suppose, take an example, you want to reach to your college, then what you do, suppose, do you have suppose you are with your bicycle, so you have to put the pedals, but when how your cycle is running there, okay, you are putting your pedals again and again like a loop. Okay, and then based on that your cycle is moving. Okay, and when you are stopping your looping or paddling your cycle only when you reach to your destination. So in this way also, this while loop is functioning. Okay, it stops or terminates that loop only when a given condition is true. Okay, we'll see the examples with entire coding of in ABAP. Okay, then do loop is what? The do statement is useful for repeating a particular task a specific number of time. Okay, so what I want to do, I don't want to run this condition here. See, please understand, this is a change in ABAP. This is not usually observed in other programming language, but here it is observed. Suppose I want to do a particular task 5 times. So how I will write in ABAP? I will simply say do 5 times, and then I will put what exactly I want to do 5 times. Okay, it is just like in early days when we were in a school, our teachers used to ask us, okay, write down the table 5 times. Okay, then we used to write that table 5 times there. Okay, one by one. So this is a point, this is associated with this do loop. And then sometime what happened, when we are writing the bigger code in any language, we need the nesting of the code together. So here in ABAP, they have been given us one more component that is known as nested loop. So what you can do with the help of nested loop, you may use one or more loops inside any other while or do loop. What I can do, I can write n number of times while loop. Okay, but I can nested each and every loop there. Okay, nesting means what? It is just like, you might be seen a nest of a bird. Okay, so you know that how it is prepared or constructed by that bird. Okay, it is nesting, it is putting one by one that grass threads together. Okay, one inside the other, means we can say, if I'm looking outer loop, then inside that outer loop there may be inner loops. But do you know what is the beauty of that nest? Until and unless now that inner grass thread you are not removing, or you are not cutting down, you cannot go outside. It's like that. Okay, so it is just like, okay, I want to say that key, until and unless inner loop execution is not completed, you cannot come for the outer loop execution. Okay, this is a point. Okay, it is just like, take, imagine, okay, you are you are there, okay, in one of the room, right, and you want to come out of that room. Then okay, what do you need to do? Suppose that room is inside in your house, and again if you are in that room, then if you want to come out, first you have to actually walk from that particular room, and then you have to come out of that house there. Okay, then only you will say that you are out. Okay, from out we cannot say you are outside or you are outer there. Okay, you are inside only. So to do this, nested loops are used in that. But one more thing is there which is somewhat different as compared to other programming languages. Okay, that is known as loop control statements in ABAP. Even in other programming languages they are available, but they are coming under the label of unconditional loop statements. What are they? unconditional loop statements. Means when I want to execute those statements, now there is no any condition. Okay, when you want to execute maybe your while loop, do loop, or this nested loop in your ABAP, during that time you have to put some condition. See, when I'm saying do 5 times, so what is this 5 times? A condition. Okay, I'm putting some value there, so according to that, that loop will execute. When I'm going while, I'm putting suppose a less than 5. So what is this while a less than 5? A less than 5 is a condition. Okay, up to that particular condition is not becoming true or it is not meeting, then your loop is get executed. But some control statements are like that, where we are not going to write any condition, just a statement, just a name of that particular control is enough. So in your ABAP, though these kind of control statements are known as loop control statements. What they do, for what purpose we are using them? See that they change execution from its normal sequence. Okay, so it is like that. See, in our real life also sometimes few unconditional things are happened there. Okay, so what it do, see, currently just take an example of this COVID-19. Because of COVID-19, what is our traditional way of teaching learning? In a physical way. Okay, the students are available in a classroom and teacher used to teach them, okay, by standing in front of them. Okay, it was like a classroom scenario. But when COVID came, it was unconditional. We were unknown about that. When it came, then what? We changed our normal way of teaching learning and we came into this online mode. Okay, so it is happened, but still we are continuing with our teaching learning. Okay, so same is here. Your ABAP includes the control statement that allow your loops to be ended prematurely. Means sometimes their condition may not satisfied, but still because of this particular loop control statement, that execution may be ended or continued. Okay, so those kind of statements are available. Let us see which are the loop control statements in your ABAP. Okay, am I audible, dear students?
Yes, sir.
Okay, do not worry. I'm going to show you the practicals here one by one, but let us understand first these normal theoretical concepts. Okay, see, then these are the loop control statements in your ABAP, that those are continue, check, and exit. So what happened with this continue? See, it causes the loop to skip the remainder of its body and starts the next loop pass. Means what it do, when this statement encounters in your program, then automatically your compiler skip the remainder of its body. Means whatever it is there, it skips and it starts the next loop directly. Okay, so it is going to continue it. Okay, the name itself saying it is continue. Then check. See, sometime what happen, if the condition is false, then the remaining statement after the check are just ignored. Okay, what it do, it ignore all the statements once the condition becomes false, and then system starts the next loop pass. Means system directly goes for the next execution. Similarly, if in any loop, see, usually we write this loop control statement in your particular loop. It may be your while, do while, or others, or maybe like your if else there. And if this statement comes in between, then they are get terminated or they are going to act according to this particular loop control statement. Okay, exit. Exit is for what? To terminates the loop entirely and transfer the execution to the statement immediately following that loop. Means what it do, suppose I have written one while loop. Okay, while few statement and I have written exit there, and after that there is simply one last write statement is there. Then what will happen, when your program compiler encounters that exit in between, after that whatever your number of lines are written, you may have written thousands lines after that. Okay, but because of this particular one, it will stop the execution of that your while loop. It come out of that while and then go for that last write line simply. Okay, so I know that initially as a part of theory you may not be able to understand, but let me show you now the practically the things for your first loop statements and then for this loop control statements. Okay, but before this, having the attention on the part of what each loop and their syntax, let us understand first how can we use these particular loops in our ABAP programming. Okay, see that first while loop, I have been already said a while loop statement repeatedly executes a target statement as long as a given condition is true. Please remember, it executes your all the target statement. Now who are the target statement? Those are written in that while loop. Okay, here you can take an example, the statement block. These we can say your target statements. Okay, then what is this? So in this general format of your while command or while loop is like this. While, please understand, all the loops we are going to write in this in caps only, like while, then logical expression. Logical expression means your test condition, then your statement block, and then how we can identify key, okay, it is the end of this while with the help of this end while statement. Okay, and this is your ABAP. So while started here and it is ended here with this end while with the help of this your period operator. Okay, or dot operator you can say. So this is the syntax for your while loop. Now when I want, suppose take an example here. Okay, I want to show you the example here. In this example, what I'm doing, I'm defining one variable a whose type is I. So understand, it is an integer variable. So what is its initial value? I have been given here value 0 to this a variable. Now I want to print, okay, all the this particular line. I want to print that this is the line. Okay, but how I am writing, see that while a is not equal to 10, this is an inequality operator. Yesterday we discussed on that inequality operator. Okay, 10, then dot, please remember dot is expected everywhere, then write colon, then inside this I'm just mentioning this is the line colon single quote complete comma a. Usually suppose same statement if you write in a C language, then how we write? Okay, we can write it like this: printf inside the bracket double quote, this is the line, then colon %d double quote complete comma a and bracket complete. But in your ABAP it is in very simplest way we are writing write colon, just a minute, you may be interrupted. Hello, am I audible, student? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. See that, and what I want to do, I want to see when I'll start from 0, I want to move up to 10. So it will not happen automatically. See what will happen here. In while we have been given this condition a is not equal to 10, then write this is the line, and I want to print that line number or that value a. So that's why we have been written here comma and a here. So whatever the value will come for a, so initially it is 0, so it will check the condition whether 0 is less than 10. Yes, please. 0 is less than 10, is it not equal to 10? No, so definitely will go inside. Okay, right, then you will print this and you will after this is the line, after this message there will be 0. But now how the 0 is incremented here, see that here the next statement a plus 1. Now what is the current value of a? 0. So 0 plus 1, it becomes 1, and then again it checks the condition, then it finds whether 1 is equal to 10. No, again it will execute this right. But now next time when you executed this right statement and when it displays this message, what is the current value of a? Now a became 1. So it will print here this is the line colon 1. Then again this 1 will be incremented like this, 1 plus 1, it will become 2. Then when it becomes 2, again it will check the condition like this. It will run for how many times? 10 times. Now imagine the value is here for 9, for a is 9, so it will become 9 plus 1, 10, and then it will check whether 10 is not equal to 10. Oh, 10 is equal to 10, so condition becomes false. So it ends that while loop and it stops the execution. Okay, so this way that while loop is going to execute. Now let me show you this execution practically as a part of our discussion. Yeah, yes. I'll take it here in our ABAP editor. I'll copy this. Okay. Let us check. And okay, I haven't kept it here, everything. Let us run our code. Please remember, this code is not having the title or program name because this editor is containing that is by default. So I'm not put, see that I'm getting the execution. So when it becomes 10 now, it is not going inside. So I'm not able to get last value. But here, if you observe carefully, all the values from 0 to 9 are shown. Okay, if somebody says, sir, please put 0 there. Okay, then what we'll do? Let us do it like this. A is less than or equal to 10. Okay, what is the change? I have been just changed the condition. Let me check it. Yes. Oh, I have been made it in a different way. Okay. Okay. Let us use the this one less than or equal to 10. Okay. We can use this way also. Yes. See that you are able to get my output here. Okay. See now 10 is added there. So it is just checking less than or equal to when it prints the 10, but when it comes 10 plus 1, it becomes 11. So after that, it stops it. Okay. So this way we are executing that while loop. Please understand. So what I can do, suppose I want to print all the 100 numbers. Okay. First 100 numbers. What you have to do only, I have to just put here. Okay. Imagine not, I'll not take right now 100. Let us take as a 20. Okay. I'll start with this A as a 1 first value. Okay. And then I'll just check less than or equal to 20. And will I get the answer? Let us check it. I'm able to get the answer. Okay, see that up to the 20 now my values are printed here one by one. So this way we are executing that while loop. Okay, so its execution is very easy, but we have to understand how it is written. So remember, every statement we are ending here with this dot operator. Okay, I forgot here that dot. I'll put it so it will become perfect. Yeah, see that this one we have been seen. Now let us move for the next one. Let me present this screen. Okay, we have been seeing this execution. Now the do statement. So how do statement is there? See, unconditional loops repeatedly execute the several statements without specifying any condition. So I've been said it use do statement also goes in that way. See that do statement implements unconditional loops by executing a set of statement blocks several times unconditionally. So if you see here, the syntax or general format of this do statement is like this: do, then n times, means you have to specify how many times you want to execute that part of the code in your program. So my dear student, where are you going to write while loop or do while loop? Imagine, suppose in an organization, okay, you want to get the details of your each and every employee. You know that when you are collecting the each and every employee's detail, you want to cross verify whether all the employees have given that information or not. Suppose I am the employee one, so I have been filled my information. So company HR department know that there are total 100 employee like Pawar sir. So let us take one by one. So I have been filled, again that will be cross verified whether all the employees are over. Employee, total employee is equal to 100. No, again go for the next employee detail, then go for the next employee. Like this you can include that particular while loop, or you can do it. See, do n time. Suppose they want to calculate the payment of each and every employee in the organization, then how many times, suppose there are 100 employees, how many times they have to repeat the code of that payment calculation? 100 times. So they can put it do 100 times what, the remaining code or remaining that salary calculations. Okay, so like this you are going to make the use of while, do while, or other loops. See, understand, here I am not only to make you aware about these syntaxes, but you apply your mind. Now you have to think like a consultant. Okay, how the consultant will implement. See, definitely for you, other consultant will help you to give this detail, but as a programmer you have to also think, okay, when I'm going to implement this business process, what will be the my way, or what will be the code over there. Okay, and one more thing, which though you people are new in this ABAP module, okay, I have been means communicated number of time, they experienced even ABAP developers also, and I came across they are saying that sir, there are a lot of codes are available and that we have to reuse. Okay, means a lot of things you can find, even that environment itself you have to reuse them and you have to integrate them properly. So it's your skill there, how you are going to reuse and reapply those codes for the new applications. Okay, so in this do, I think now you got this point for do statement. Okay, let us move for its example. Okay, see, it is like this. Suppose I want to print or display the welcome 20 times, then I can write like this: do 20 times dot write, and then my statement welcome and end do. Please understand, for while, what was the last statement? End while. For do, what is it? Its last statement? End do. Okay, let us do the small change in our program and let us see this outcome. Shall, okay, whether we are getting it or not. Okay, so I just want to do this. Okay, what I'll do now, when I'm doing it, a is equal to 1. Okay, I just want to do one thing. I'll make it here 5 times. Okay, and before this I'll say that do, okay, 3 times. Okay, I'm saying that do 3 times, then dot, and just I have been ended here end while. Now after that end while, I will end my do. Okay, so end do. See, the beauty of this particular online compiler, I found a lot of keywords you are getting automatically, and you are even we are understanding. Okay, what is the mistake right now I've been made? Anyone will tell me here what is the mistake I've been?
Dot, sir.
Dot, sir.
Okay, 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 thank you. So let me check whether I have been written the correct code or not. Let us check. See that all of you, we got the execution here. Okay, definitely the execution of this code. See that now I am checking or printing here how many times? 5 times only. See that this is first execution, we can say, then second is above. Okay, and the third one is again above one. So see, it has been executed the same code here how many times? 3 times. Okay, and just again for your understanding, okay, we'll put here do 2 times. Okay, and here I will say only 2. Okay, less than or equal to 2. Let us check it. So it will be visible within a screen. See that this one is first execution as per that do, and this is second execution. Okay, so in this way we are executing that do statement. Okay, it can be applied anywhere. Okay, so it is very easy to do that one. Okay, if you want to do the addition of 10 values or addition of few numbers again and again, just like we have been declared here, data a type, let us take b type. Okay, another variable of I, full stop. Okay, I've been taken a as a 1 here, and again I will take here b as a 1 again. Let us see. Okay, 1 dot, then I've been taken this next value, then here a is less than 2, and again let us check and. Okay, see, I cannot use this and here. We have been seen that. Okay, this is the first I'm doing, this is the line a plus 1, and at the same time I'm also going to do for b plus 1. Okay, and dot. Let us see what change is there. Okay, condition is applied only for this, and we are incrementing this, and I just want to print again when b becomes 1. Okay, see, these kind of experiments we can do here. After this or before this, let us print one more, but instead of a, print here b. Okay, let us see. Any mistake? We'll check it once. Done. Yes, b type is not expected. Here is b type. Any change? Anything? Okay, it is we have been taken under here.
Yes, sir. Comma.
Oh, yes, here I have to put comma. Right. Thank you. Again it is saying b is invalid. See that I have been made a mistake here. All of you please see this one. We can't write like this directly b and then your this particular operator. I have to make it separate. Okay, so like let us check now. Everything is fine, I am thinking. Yes, executed, right? So in this way, see that this is the line. First it is printing for a, then it is for b, then again for a. Okay, like this it is repeated twice. Okay, for a and b together. Okay, So this is your do loop there. I hope now you got this point about the do loop. Okay, let us move for the next one. Here, as per our discussion now, the next one I would like to show you as a nested loop. So in that nested loop, you can make use of this nested loop for do loop as like this: do n times, then statement block of n, means first your do's statements, then again inside that I'm writing another do m times, again the block under this next do, that we are saying statement block as a m, and then please observe carefully, first your do m times, this block will be ended, so it will come with this end do dot, and then your outer block will be completed, that is end do dot here. Okay, so this is a nested loop. Okay, we can nest them together, okay, one inside the other, right? So I want to take this one. Let us take this particular example. In this one, part one, see, this is my first part. Let me explain you this code and then we'll go for its execution. See here, a1 type I and b1 type I. So I have been declared two variable a1 and b1 as my integers. Okay, initial values are assigned to them 0. Then do 5 times. What I want to do 5 times? See that a1 is equal to a1 plus 1. So I just want to increment the value of a1, okay, every time by 1. But how many times? 5 times. But at the same time, what I want to print here, right outer. So this is my first loop, first do loop, which is outside, okay, which is outer of your that part, and then I'm printing here outer as a a1, means what will be printed here with the right statement, outer, and then what is the first value? 1, second value 2, like this. Okay, it will start to do that. Because why first value will come as a 1? Because if you observe carefully, I am first adding here 1 and then I am printing it. I am not doing like this, right? Colon slash in single quote outer comma a1, and then a1 is equal to a1 plus 1. I'm not doing that. I'm doing first addition and then I'm printing. Then after this, which code I'm going to do it? Inside this first do, there is another do is available, where I'm going to say that 10 times I just want to print this b1 value as a inner loop, and then I'm closing my inner loop as well as this my outer loop. Okay, so what we'll do now, we'll try to execute this statement with the help of our online editor. Okay, what I'll do now, will you tell me why that star is given here? What is the meaning of star when we are writing it at the beginning of the line? What it indicates? Yes,
Comment.
yes, it is a commented part. Okay, so when initially you want to write a comment in your ABAP at the beginning of your line, then we are putting there star. Okay, so I'm just putting here part 1, and again for your understanding, let us take here from part 2. Okay, I'm just copying it. See, just because of time saving, I'm putting it here, but you understand that yes, this way we do it. Okay, this is part 2, which I have been written here. Yes, okay, and all the parts, entire code is available here up to this. Okay, let us. Okay, yeah, end do and end do, but it will not execute because I forgot here to give the dot at the end. Okay, now it is given. Let us check it. See that first outer, that first statement is printed, but after that, what is happened here? Okay, what I'll do now, I will copy it somewhere. See that I want to show you the output here entirely. See, first only outer is printed. See, all of here I'm highlighting that, then inside that inner loop completely executed 10 times. Okay, and then again here outer loop execution is started. See, outer, inner, outer. So those many times. So let us take it for a small amount. Do suppose I'm saying inner loop 2 times and outer loop is 5 times. So what is expected? Until and unless, see, do loop do 2 times, it is an inner loop. So whenever first, see how this loop is executing, I'm just going to explain all of you. Okay, so do 5 times. First it increment the value of a1. What it do? A1 becomes 1 here, then it prints the first statement, right, colon outer, then 1. Then it go inside this next statement, do 2 times. Until and unless this do is not completing 2 times, it will not come out of that your inner loop. Then again it goes to the outer loop. Again it checks the condition, this particular point, how many times it is said. Now 1 time is over, it says again 2, next 2 time, 3 time, 4 time, 5 time. Okay, so if we now, I'll just reduce this do above 1 also 3 times, and then inner one is a 2 times. Let us see its output again. Okay, you will get an idea. See, this understanding is very important. Outer, see that here it is executed once, inner is executed 2 times, again outer second time, then inner is executed next 2 times, again outer third time, and inner executed its next 2 times, like this. So inner loop is executed 6 times, as your outer is executed only 3 times. So it is just double than that as our calculation is made. Okay, so this way that your nested loop is functioning. Okay, so inside this there is something very important that you need to understand. Okay, I'll show it here on our screen. Okay, yeah, this do. Okay, so I'll tell you, okay, what is the important note that you have to remember, but please understand this part. Then as like your this we have been discussed so far, what? While, do, and nested loop here. Okay, in your ABAP. But apart from that, I already said when we begin that key we have again considering here 3 different loop control statement, and those are your continue, right? One is continue, next is check, and last is your exit. Okay, so what exactly the continue statement? See, continue statement is used in a statement block of the loop to terminate a single loop pass immediately and unconditionally. See, when you execute your continue statement, the execution of the remaining statement in the current processing block is stopped and the next loop pass is processed. And what is the syntax of this continue? It is very simple, just continue and your period directly. Okay, so if we apply it to our this example, okay, inside this do this much, and what I am going to do here now, please see that before this part 2 or an inner loop, I'm just going to write here continue and dot. Okay, let us see the execution of this code. Is there any change? Have you observed? Yes, please, anyone?
Yes, sir.
See, that means what it has been done, whatever the code I have written after that continue, it has been bypassed it directly, means it has been bypassed your inner loop completely, and only it went to the next execution of your this do. So it immediately went for first, that is outer first statement is executed, again it goes for second, third, and every time it has been bypassed the remaining part. So this is unconditionally happened here. Okay, you are expecting it should continue for your inner loop, but it has not. So what it do? Understand this meaning. This statement actually it is used inside a block of the loop to terminate a single loop pass. So which loop pass is terminated? Actually your outer loop pass is terminated immediately. That remaining code of that outer loop, though it was said as an inner loop like do 2 times, it is ignored and directly it has been taken the next pass. So outer loop was executing for first time, but again it is the same loop started execution for next, means 2 times, then 3 times, like this. Okay, similarly there is one more loop is available, that is check statement. Okay, so what the check statement do? Actually check statement terminates a loop pass based on a condition. Okay, if the condition in the check statement is evaluated to false, then all the remaining statement in that block after the check statement are ignored and the next loop pass starts. See, when it goes for looping now, that looping iterations are actually going to be changed. So if you are in the first loop and if you come across this check, and if, when that check statement finds condition is false, then immediately it stops the execution for the remaining part and go for the your next iteration. Okay, the condition in the check statement can be any logical expression. You can put any logical expression inside this check statement. Okay, or any test condition. Like here I have been you can see the syntax again, it is single statement as like we have been seen for continue, like check dot. You can write one even inside that a condition. Okay, so when we want to use this one, and if you see now the example here, instead of now this continue, if I put here check, but we have to give some condition. Suppose I'm just writing check and dot. Let us see what happened. Check dot, and then I execute it. Okay, see that it is saying that if else if, see, it should follow. So we should get an idea from this syntax error message. If else if while and check must be followed by a logical expression. The meaning of this particular error is, it means whenever you are going to use if else if or your while and check, you must write along with them what? A condition or your logical expression. So I've been written here only check. So what I'll do, check here b1, okay, is less than or equal to, okay, here we cannot check the b1 because right now a1 is executing. So let us do it. A1 is less than or equal to what I'm saying now, let us do it for 2 times. Okay, I have to write in capital less than or equal to 2 times, then do this. Okay, then let us see what happens. See, the execution is happened like this: outer 1, then see it has been ignored, that it went to the inner part, no issue, but again when it becomes outer, again it has been executed. But you will find that even that last time also it has been ignored that. Okay, and it because outer, why the outer 3 is printed? Because I have been kept the condition here, check a1 less than or equal to 2. So up to that moment it was executing this particular loop. Okay, otherwise we can do like this: a1, no, don't say less than or equal to 2, let us say 1. Okay, and let's just check it. See, observe carefully. Outer, when it becomes 1, it has been checked the condition less than or equal to 1. Yes, it is less than or equal to 1. Then it is executed. But after that, okay, when outer becomes 2, it has ignored the remaining code, means of that inner loop directly. When outer also becomes 3, it has been ignored. Now, do you know that why outer became 2 and outer become 3? Because in this do, what we have been written? 3 times. Now if I change this do 5 times, first do I am saying 5 times, then what happens? See that you will get output only for inner loop, see, only once. Okay, outer is executed 1, so this first right statement is printed here. Then it went only once inside your inner loop when your value of a1 was 1. But when value of a1 become more than 1, as per our condition it is not less than 1, so it simply skip remaining inner loop and only outer loop execution is happened here, or it is shown over here. Okay, so this is the use of your that check statement. Please understand this particular point. You do it by yourself, you will get an idea immediately how it runs there and execute. Okay, please mute somebody. Please mute. Hello. Okay, see, then like you are this particular we have been seen continue, we have been seen check, and then similarly there is an exit statement. So okay, here I think I got it remain somewhat different matter, that check statement only, but in exit statement also same thing is there. I just want to show you here as a part of execution. So I'm not going to do this check here, but I'm going to terminate this. I'm going to write exit here, just dot. Okay, so let us see when we are writing exit whether the remaining part is executed or it exit there itself. Okay, let us finish, let us see this. The name itself saying yes, it is just executed once. See that what happened when you started with first do 5 times, what it has been done? First it has been taken value of a1 plus 1. See, if you see this a1 here at the top, then it was initially it is given value 0, so it becomes 0 plus 1. So in the right statement we are able to just show what value 1. But when exit came, it is exiting from your all the execution, means it is not executing the remaining part. Even it has been stopped the execution of your this current do loop. It is not executing now 5 times, it is executing only once. So this is exit, means which terminates immediately your code at that moment. Okay, and whatever its execution it shows us, right? Suppose I write this exit dot after this a1 and b1 are 0 na, there would be no any output here. See, if I write one exit here, imagine exit dot, then there would be no any output, okay, for this code, even not outer 1. Immediately it has been exited after this variable declaration or your this particular data statement declaration. Okay, it exit from this, we are not getting any output, though other statements or this entire code is written here. Okay, so this is your exit statement, right? So dear students, we have been discussed today about all these various your loop control statements as well as loop statements. Okay, so yeah, it's a request to each and everyone, please do its practice. Okay, see, daily just do the small things, don't try to go for a bigger thing here. Okay, just practice for this loop statement, you take your own examples. Okay, and I have been given you one of the resource to practice such kind of examples there. You can go on that ABAP Code Academy and you can get the details. Okay, I'm giving this credit to this tutorial points from where I got the details here. Okay, and I hope you are cleared with all these points. Yes. Hello.
सर लूप अँड एन लूप एक्सप्लेन करा ना सर लूपिंग स्टेटमेंट
Where see loop.
लूप अँड एन लूप अँड एन
Just a minute, just a minute, just a minute, just a minute.